What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan, and of course, you're tuning into Collector's Digest. Guys, today I'm going to show you the diorama I'm working on, all the action figure props that I've been working on, and commissions that I'm starting to do. So let's get into it. Two of the commissions that I'm working on right now is Joker and Jon Snow. This is 1/6 scale head sculpts. This is for my buddy Michael Thomas. Now, I did his Joker back when I first started doing these, and he since saw how much I was improving and asked me if I could do it again. So this time I actually touched up the paint as well, and I think it looks a hell of a lot better. I took the paint off around the forehead area and I just blotched some white in there to make it look more realistic. I touched up the smearing around the eyes, the dribbles around the eyes. I also added in some brown there. That's a technique that I see other artists doing, and it just it makes it pop, if you will. I actually added blood for the Blood God Citadel paint to the lips, just to darken it up and to make it look a little more gruesome. So I know that it's supposed to be face paint, not blood, but I think that it still looks good. The hair root job is done. I'm not going to tell you how I did it because I made a whole video on that. So if you want to know how to root hair, go check that video out. Now I have to do Jon Snow for him, and I'm terrified. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm terrified to do this, man. I really am. Fuck, it's going to be tough. It's an experiment of mine that I started last night. So these are supposed to be trees. I know they don't look much like trees, really just like tree stumps. The idea for this came from a Marvel Legend that I picked up, and I didn't really have any type of diorama or scenic thing to put him in, you know, for photography. So I was like, screw that. Let me make some trees or tree stumps. So that was the idea for this. I got the seams covered right now. I'm letting this dry, then I'll sand that down. I'll reshape these, and I just been plucking away at them little by little. I mentioned in a recent video, I showed you guys my first attempt at a diorama, and it was good. It was good. It wasn't horrible, but it was kind of hard to do a lot of shots on it because it just didn't really make sense. So going into this diorama, I wanted it to be versatile, and what I mean by that, I wanted to do multiple different shots with it, and I'll explain everything as we go here. So let's start on this side right here. I just have a concrete wall, some of it breaking apart, deteriorating, but not too much. Big ass dent above the steel door here, and there's still a lot of details I need to add in. This is cardboard. You know how you have the two ridged sides of cardboard and they stick together, and kind of, why don't I just show you a piece of cardboard? So you see that in there? If you peel off one side of it correctly, it'll look like that. So there's a steel door on this side, and this is not finished yet. This is all work in progress. So coming around to the front, my vision is to have some type of like sign right here, electrical box, so on and so forth. These bricks, I matched them with the NECA street scene diorama. And the reason I did that is because the other bricks that I made on my last dio, I feel like they were a little bit too big. I think it's supposed to be like a half inch height and then a full inch width. But with these, I did it a lot smaller, and I think that they turned out really, really good. This door is a prefabricated door. You can get it at Hobby Lobby if you want. I got mine off eBay. I paid like $8. And then for the window seals, this is just balsa wood. That's what that is. And then I have a little vent down here. So I'll come up with something. I have a little screen door mesh that I envisioned could be right there. It'd just be like a neat little, I don't know, vent or whatever. Now, I used to live in Albany, New York, upstate, and I seen a lot of like party stores. I seen a lot of barbershops where they were in old kind of like buildings like this, and they had like a house door for like the initial door to the shop or to the store or whatever. So that was kind of my vision for that. Now I have somebody making me an ice box, and his Instagram name is Night of the Living Geeks. Really dope guy, man. He comes up with some pretty badass props. But if I decide to have this as like the front of a party store or something, you know, I could put the ice box right in front right here. So that is the front of the dial. And then coming around to the right side. Okay, so the bottom here, I have a steel door window right there. And I thought that that looks really cool. I also ordered another prefabricated door that I'm going to place right here. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of just set up hallways. Like, there won't actually be a room on the inside for this bottom floor, but I can set up some type of like hallway. That way I could do a shot where somebody's leaving or going into the door or something, so on and so forth. Something like that. That's my idea for it, but it won't actually be done on the inside. And then for the second floor, looking into what is probably going to be like an office in here, or like a living room, something. It's going to be something to do with like an apartment or a living area. So I saw a shot that D Amazing did where he had Stealth Op Gomez like kind of like coming down windows and like taking out two bad guys, you know, with the suction cups that he came with in that Stealth Ops pack. So I was like, man, that's a really cool idea. Or if I wanted to have somebody from the inside looking out of the window and have like a city scene, I can do that. So that's why I made this big ass window here. Again, I'm not like, are you really gonna find a 2-story building like this anywhere? Probably not. But I wanted it to be versatile. That way I can shoot multiple different shots on it. It's not in just one category. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be versatile. That way I'm not anchored to just one idea, if that makes sense. So that was my vision for it. Fuckers. All right, check this out. This is, I just did this. It took me about an hour. No, not even, probably about a half hour. This is going to be a wood floor. This is for inside the dial. I've been putting this dial on the back burner. So, yeah. Right now, I like to hit everything I do with a black coat. That way, I can go through and I could do a little dry brush. And, it just, I don't know, man. I paint everything black before I paint it when it comes to dials. Because, I don't know. It just, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So, anyways. All right, so you guys saw how I did this. And again, this is my first attempt at a wood floor. So I'm stoked with how it came out. And this is it in the actual dial. So I painted the walls and everything. Like I said, I paint everything black first. And then I'll go on and dry brush the color that I want my wall or whatever space, surface area to actually be. So this is just the inside. Really nothing to look at right now. It's not done. But my vision, you know, originally I wanted a bottom floor, a second floor, and then a roof. But then for what I was going for, I realized that's probably not going to have a bottom floor. So my idea now is just to have this initial area right here, and then a roof would be ideal. So from this whole mess here, I want to show you guys a couple things. First is a light. This is actually going to be a street light. Now, for the housing for this, it's actually being painted right now, so I can't show you. But that's going to be the light. And then, do I have one of these just loose I can show you? I picked up a bunch of these, and I'll show you why in a second. So, this is it. You can get these at the dollar store. I got mine from Dollar Tree for $1. It costs $1. So, really good price. And you see that wire? Well... Oh, by the way, that's what the housing looks like. I'm painting it black, and then I'm going to dry brush it silver, and it's going to look like an overhead light for an apartment building or whatever, store, whatever you want to call it. So anyways, this wire right here, Doc Ock, Marvel Legends, this will work perfectly as a custom arm for his little tentacle, whatever, his octopus legs. Motherfucker. All right, this will work perfect for that. So I picked up another like 4 of these, and I'm going to use those. I'm going to get the Doc Ock Marvel Legends and do some customizing to it. So that's one light. Then I have multiple other lights if need be. This one is also great because like I showed you on my video with my old diorama, I use this as a street light. So this is what they actually look like, and you used to be able to get these everywhere. Dollar store, eBay. They're a lot more scarce these days, so I'm not sure that I want to use my last one just yet, but it's out here for that intent. And then I just have some of these barrels. These ones, let me tell you something. I was getting these initially, but these ones are a bit smaller. See the difference? This one just looks more accurate to me, and I like the way they paint up. There's not really much prep that's involved. These come with letters and shit on them. You got to sand them down, everything. These come ready to go straight out the gate, so you just peel off that label. All that caution and shit, that's just a label. So you heat that up, peel it off, and then you paint it up, and it looks great. By the way, I'm taking commissions on these, so if you want some action figure props, whether it be barrels, blood effects, spider webbing, let me know in the comment section. Hit me up on Instagram. Follow the link in my description. And yeah, so for the inside of the apartment on this dial, I got this freaking cool this little mat. Look, whatever, this thing is dope. I picked this up. I found this while looking for little stray cats to put in my shots. So yeah, I got that. And then that is really it. I made this little electrical box here. And then what I was thinking is, you see these little wires I have out? I could use this for some type of, you know, wiring up the side. So just for little details and stuff like that. And then I'll use like straws, you know, like sippy, like bendy straws, you know, for your drinks. I'll use that for piping on the outside of the building. I'll just, you know, paint it silver, dry brush on some weathering, and call it a day, man. So that is the dial so far, work in progress, but I must say, man, I'm happy with my work. I really am. All right, guys, so that's my diorama I'm working on. That's all my action figure props that I'm working on. Again, if you want any of these commissioned, blood effects, spider webbing, barrels, whatever, hit me up. Again, you can get to my Instagram from the link in the description below. So another little quick look over everything. Let me know what you guys think about this thing in the comment section below. Stay tuned, because all my recent pickups, as far as action figures, whether you like the Mad Bug Myers, whether you like Mezco, Marvel Legends, I have it all coming up next. I'm going to film it right now, so it'll be right behind this video. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new here, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.